Sir Isaac Newton said, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. But what if I told you the NFL just saved himself from a crazy reaction behind this Shedeur Sanders controversy? See, the Browns just selected Shedeur late in the draft at a time when people didn't expect it, and the claims were the teams were mad because he tried to dictate where he wanted to go, and that made them feel small. They were implying that Deion Sanders, the father of Shedeur Sanders, was trying to dictate where he went. But the problem is there was somebody who did the exact same thing, another NFL player by the name of Archie Manning. Now, I'll break down the Archie Manning and Deion thing in a second, but the straw that broke the camel's back was the pick of this guy, and I explain. See, Archie Manning had a son called Eli Manning and Peyton Manning. When Eli Manning came out, Archie Manning made it clear he did not want him to play for the San Diego Chargers and ended up getting him to play for the Giants. Now, at the time, nobody made a big fuss about it at all. But when Deion Sanders, Shedeur's father, somewhat did the exact same thing, they said the NFL was rubbed the wrong way. Now, why were people offended? Well, Archie Manning was a quarterback for the NFL, an above average guy. And if he had that kind of cachet to call those kind of shots, many wonder why Deion Sanders, the greatest of all time cornerback, didn't have the same respect. Deion, so legendary, in 1994, he signed a one-year contract to play for the San Francisco 49ers, and they immediately won a Super Bowl. So the next year, another team that felt they couldn't beat the Niners with him wanted him, and the Dallas Cowboys picked him up the very next year. Guess what happened? Another Super Bowl. So people wonder why one father could do it and not the other. And round after round of the draft came and Shedeur was not picked. And people started to wonder. But the straw that broke the camel's back when this young man, Dillon Gabriel, was picked by the Browns. That point, people started saying something doesn't look right. And then they went back and started looking. This is Eli Manning's stats and Shedeur's stats. Shedeur had more yards, more touchdowns, less interceptions, and better completion percentage. Yet nobody was picking him. It was so bad, even Donald Trump came out and said, what is wrong with the NFL owners? Are they stupid? Stephen A. Smith even came out and said he got a text that said this is a bad look for the NFL. And after the Browns selected that Dillon guy, even Patrick Mahomes came out and said at this point, this is crazy. Now, when the darling of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, which is the number one quarterback in the league and the number one player in the league, when he comes out saying something, people listen. And I believe Roger Goodell took notice. Why? See, Patrick Mahomes always stands up for equal rights. Patrick Mahomes was the leader in the George Floyd movement and other movements. And I believe the NFL figured out last night they were about to have a serious PR problem with whatever this teaching Shedeur a lesson situation that was going on. And this morning, despite the Browns already picking a quarterback that everybody said was nowhere near as good as Shedeur, they woke up this morning and picked another quarterback, and it was my quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. Anybody that knows sports know there is no way you would pick up two quarterbacks back to back. But I believe they got that call to abort the whole teach Shedeur a lesson mission. And how do I know that? Before he even got drafted this morning, Shedeur Sanders said good news supposed to be coming soon for Shedeur Sanders. And next thing we know, Shedeur is picked and saying thank you to the Browns organization for giving me a chance. And for a father, Deion Sanders, who has been coaching his boys since kindergarten, I am happy for them. Shedeur Sanders is officially a Cleveland Browns quarterback, and I like it. What if I told you the NFL dodged a bullet?